Hi, my name is William, the founder of LD Journey. This video is called Working in IT with a Learning Disability. This video I'll be covering me working in IT and how have a learning disability affects me on the job. If you don't have a learning disability but have interest working in IT, this video might be helpful for you as I explain what it's like working in the industry. The first half of this video, I will explain my role, and the other half I will explain how my learning disability affects me. For my role working in IT, I'm responsible for the following: setup of new servers, installation of software, software development, and technical support. The company have me working full-time hours, though there can be many cases overtime is required. It is common having to give up the weekend or working after hours on weekdays to support customer system upgrades or software rollout. Having tight deadlines can be another cause requiring working extra hours. There was a recent solution I have developed for a customer that was not working as expected. This was one day before the due date. Because of the setback, I needed to work extra hours to find an alternate solution to ensure I can deliver the deadline. That day, I end up working 14 hours to ensure I can deliver a successful solution on time. The size of the company I'm working for is about 400 employees from around the world. At my local office, there are 8 employees. One thing I like about the current employer buying out the previous employer is having a larger employee base. I have access to other technical people if I'm in need of assistance for a technical problem I'm facing. Versus my prior employer, this was not an option because I was the only technical person for that prior company. The main manager that I report to works from another office in a different part of the country. There are other managers that I report to depending on the project I'm working on. I have weekly video calls with the manager sharing updates what I have achieved for this week and planning for the following week. I will explain how having dyslexia affects me on the job. Written communication is one of the hardest things for me to do for the job. To make written communication easier for me, I use assertive technology, Ghotit Dyslexia Writing and Reading Assistant. You can find a link in the video description for the software, as well a video description of me demonstrating this software. Sometimes I will share a draft of my written communication to my manager for review if it's a complex subject that Ghotit Writing software is not able to address all my writing needs. There are times I'm not able to use Ghotit, such as taking notes for a meeting. This is because I'm dependent on the software to read all the words I'm typing, which would distract people in the meeting. During remote meetings when I have to share my screen, I will make notes on the screen I'm not sharing so attendees does not see the typos I'm making. After when the meeting is over, I will use Ghotit to make the corrections. My first work performance review was a challenge for me to fill out because of my dyslexia. I asked my manager for clarification for the questions I don't understand. Processing speed is an area of my learning disability affects me sometimes. Example, during mid-year performance review, I needed to do a live questionnaire with my manager. I asked the manager if I can fill out the questionnaire on my own time, since I know it will take me a significant amount of time to think of a response for each question. Completing my timesheet is a difficult task since the employer wants detailed information for each task I did for that day. During the day when I complete a task, I will make a quick summary of what I did with typos and make corrections end of day before I submit my hours in the system. If you're a person that does have a learning disability, you might need some type of workplace accommodation to allow you to do better on the job. For myself, I am using Ghotit writing software. Your needs might be different than mine. If you have a local organization that helps people with learning disabilities for workplace accommodations, I recommend working with them. If you don't have this option, then I would search online to learn about common accommodations a person with a learning disability would receive. I will include a few resources I have found in the video description. If you find any useful resource, please share them in the comments as there are viewers that can benefit from this information. To learn about future video releases, please subscribe to the LD Journey channel or follow us on social media by visiting the link which you can find in the video description. Don't forget to like the video if the content interests you, and share your comments if you have something to say. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.